Welcome back to Scarecorn Volume 3, Day 3, the final day. I can't believe it, only 3 days.
Yeah. You know what's funny is we didn't. I assumed we were doing 5, and Jared's like, I just want to do 3. He's like, listener, I'm on your side.
I thought we agreed on 3 last week.
I'm for the people here, and Jacob's not for the people, so
I'm very much against the people.
Yeah, he hates all. Unsubscribe. Just No, I was kidding. I hate the listener. So unsubscribe.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna unsubscribe and I'm just gonna leave.
No, but I need.
This is so awkward, guys.
But I need somebody to say yes after I say a thing.
I think you're gonna say. I think you're gonna say, yeah. I need somebody to help explain me the video. I'm like, no, you don't. You've been pretty good the past 2 videos.
Sure. Anyway, it's Dracula's sweet 1600th birthday, and all his friends are throwing him this super deluxe party that has to be better than the other 1599, which I think is kind of bullshit. I think after you hit like 1100, maybe you should stop having birthdays. That's just me.
Yeah, it'd be nice, maybe it is explained. Okay, first of all, we all know it's all just a dumb animated thing. It doesn't really mean anything. Why are we getting so critical of this? It'd be nice to explain. So if you watch the video, the gameplay, I think you haven't watched it yet.
No, the gameplay's gone.
We're gonna put that up after this. So during the gameplay, we're playing the game, and it's like these days are long as hell. So it'd be nice to explain like how long a day is, how long a week is, how long a semester is.
It's too long.
Like, how is somebody who's 1,600 years old
still in the equivalent of high school?
Still in the equivalent of high school.
Well, look, Frankenstein's monster's only like 3 weeks old.
Exactly.
Also in high school.
Exactly. But we did find out that the wolf.
Both Wolfmans are related.
Yeah,
they're
both
siblings.
Yeah.
Which makes it even dumber because they both have their names are both still based off Claw.
I'll give it to them because a lot of people, there's a lot of unoriginal people
I guess
who are like, I'm gonna name you Bill, and then you're gonna be named Bob.
I guess. Sure, whatever. I don't know. I'm sure you could have gone with like Claw.
Oh my god, guys! Here comes Billy and Bobby.
There's like Fang or Tail. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't.
Well, I just like that it took us. Let's see. So, the first movie was like what 45 minutes long.
Something like that. Well, the Wolfman wasn't in the first movie.
Yeah, it was.
Well, one of the Wolfmen was.
Both of them were in there.
No, because the second Wolfman was not like a main character.
Well, no, he wasn't a main character.
We didn't even know his name in the first movie.
Listen how Jacob explains this. He wasn't in there. I'm like, yeah, he was. Well, he wasn't a main character, so he knows he's in there.
I actually don't know if he was in there.
Yeah.
I do not remember seeing.
But he wasn't a love interest. I mean, I didn't realize that him and Dracula were dating. Maybe and the second.
I don't think they were dating in the first one.
So we should also
he did not get a splash screen.
We should also be clear, and I apologize if you want to be. You should know by now. We're past 1,000 episodes that we never keep anything on track. But, well, fuck me. I just forgot what I was gonna say. No. Oh yeah. Okay, so we should be clear. We're not experts in Monster High. Like, we
watched 3 movies.
So we know New Ghoul is canonically the first thing that's made, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's made with the cartoon version.
Yeah.
And then there was supposed to be one more that was cartoon.
There was another 2D one.
And then there's like 16 animated ones.
There's like 13 animated ones in the second generation, I think. I think that's what we're in now.
And then there's like a third generation, which they bastardize all the characters.
We don't know that. We don't know what the third generation is.
Well, go look up on Amazon. Look up Claude. They gave him an afro. He's like,
I think they just didn't know what I think what they were doing is they're like, well, we just make special editions of each character because like we're Mattel.
So Wolfman in this is a biker, like
he's a jock. He plays basketball.
It's like a 60s.
He's kind of a greaser, I guess.
Yeah, greaser. That's what we're looking for. But then on Amazon, we look up the dolls because I was interested. I type in figures, but they all come up dolls because I was like, I really like the
Rebecca.
You know, I was like, oh, maybe I'll
robot.
maybe we'll get that. And then I'm like looking at them like these characters look all fucking weird. Anyways,
Or Mattel, thanks for your interest.
So what we're getting at is we don't understand where the timeline is because it's like
the timeline.
The first one we didn't realize that the two Wolfmen were related, and this one we didn't realize the Wolfman and Dracula were dating.
No, we knew the Wolfman and Dracula were dating in the second one.
Right. Well, technically this is I mean they're not on the same disc, but they really.
Well, in the second movie they were dating.
I know.
It was very obvious.
But, okay. Well,
I knew that.
Okay.
And I didn't know.
Okay, Mr. Wolfman wasn't in the first movie. Well, I mean, Wolfman wasn't a main character. I'm just fucking with you.
We're gonna have to pull up that first movie again because I don't.
No, I don't give a shit. The viewers can pull it up, and you can go hashtag you're right, Aaron. Hashtag you're wrong, Jacob.
Sure. Okay. Whatever. You know, I am probably wrong. I just don't remember him. Anyway, so Wolfman is trying to impress Dracula, and all of Dracula's friends are like, "No, that's a lame gift. Don't get Dracula a box of things that you two have shared memories over. That's lame. You got to listen to Dracula." Also, Dracula's really short, so Wolfman's like, "I got it. I'll build a stepladder. Now you can reach the top shelf in your locker." And Dracula's like, "Oh, you think I'm short?" And Dracula runs off crying because.
Oh, we forgot that Cupid's in this, and Cupid's the one giving Wolfman ideas.
It's the basically like you call in and go, "Hey, I suck at romance. Tell me what to do." And Cupid goes, "Oh, you gotta be coy and whatnot."
Yeah, and Cupid's like, "Well, dude, when you're talking to this person, pick up on their like what they talk about." And Wolfman's like, "Oh, well." She can't grab the top shelf. He can't grab the top shelf of the
locker.
Of the locker. So Wolfman's like, "Oh."
And then Dracula's friends are like, "Yo,
that's so lame, man. That's some renegade.
That's really lame. You got to go do a thing." And
that's a reference to AEW podcast on What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Okay.
Well, somebody's gonna listen to it and go, "What the fuck?" Have you ever just listened to podcasts and, like, when I listen to myself, I love interrupting you. I was nice the last 2 episodes. I'm back again. Your boat moment.
What? My boat moment.
Let's go through this real quick. Yeah, he was on a boat, and now we're on the island. It's like, oh, Jacob, something happened on the boat. Dracula killed, or Rem Stein killed all the people on the boat. He's like, I got to. No, I listen to some of the podcasts, and sometimes I'll just yell out shit. I've been trying to stop. It'll never stop. But I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, if I didn't know what the reference was, so I'm like, oh, somebody's going to say, that's some, the quote is Taz on AEW podcast. Goes, that's some renegade shit. And this What's Wrong with Wrestling podcast, Jeff's like, oh, I just don't care. But they play.
I'm just on you
they play that clip. And then, so that's why I said it. And I was like, somebody's going to be listening to this and go, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what?
me.
Hey, see, but now you know. Again, if you're at this point and you know, go ahead and unsubscribe. I've already unsubscribed. Okay, please continue.
Okay, so, the student council president doesn't get an invite to Dracula's birthday party. So...
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that we're confused at. We don't know if that student we don't know it because in the game she's like really nice. I mean, at least
vaguely. She's not awful.
She lets everybody take a vote, you know. But in this one, she's like a bitch. It's like
just like the last one.
So it's like okay, so it's like how many years or what version is that first where the game takes place to where we're at now? Like how many episodes are we like 10 episodes in? You know, I'm just trying to figure out. We're not. Explain it in the comments below if you're a big fan of Monster High. If you are, you're probably a child, and please don't be watching this. We're not made for children.
No, I've already hit that tag. We're not. This isn't made for kids. Anyway, so student council president's like, well, if we're not invited, we're just gonna ruin the party. So she calls up Dracula's old boyfriend.
American Dracula.
Yeah, Southern Dracula.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's coming down with a case of the vapors. Literally, they follow him around. And he's really good at charming vampires because he's got like mind control and hypnosis, and he's awful. Anyway, Dracula was the one that got away from him 400 years ago because
not intentionally.
They did something to the locals, and the locals chased him out, and that's just par for the course, honestly. So the student council president gets in touch with him and makes a plan that, hey, why don't you hypnotize Dracula, and then you can do whatever, and the party will be ruined. And so that pretty much is what happens. And then Wolfman gets hit in the ass with Cupid's arrow and falls in love with Cupid. And Cupid falls in love with the Wolfman because she fired 2 shots. And student council president threw a paper airplane, threw off Rame, and then they go to the party essentially. And
so the Southern Dracula put a spell on Dracula, and if he doesn't get the heart to like max out, somehow Dracula's gonna be stuck in that thing forever.
Yeah, Dracula is going to be hypnotized forever and unable to feel love.
I was going somewhere with this.
Coincidentally, the timeline is Dracula's birthday. That's the end point. That's when it needs to be done. And they get tricked into coming because they're like, you know what fills up Dracula's heart the most? Being in front of all of his adoring fans and friends and whatnot. So the plan is to break Cupid's crossbow, which will apparently dispel all of Cupid's shots, but student council president steals it. So Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, Wolfman B, the Abominable Snowman, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think he was there. They got to steal it back, and they break it. Everybody goes back to normal. See, student council president lady was shooting everybody with it because why not? And Wolfman brings out his box of things, like a deflated basketball, and
a stick.
Yeah, a stick that Dracula throws, and he chases it like a dog because that's what.
Oh, that's what I was gonna get at. So the only way to break the spell is that you have to show the person who's under that control of Dracula's spell, of Southern Dracula's spell. You have to show them what true love is, or something like that.
Something like that.
And that's how you break the spell. That's why.
Yeah, all these mementos. And then Southern Dracula and the student council president fall in the stink pit, ruining all their magic. And Dracula and the Wolfman get back together. Dracula throws the stick, and Wolfman chases it, and I'm just like, that's weird. Also, Wolfman got Dracula a driver's ed book, and Dracula's friends were like, you can't get Dracula a practical gift. That's just not gonna fly. But it works out in the end because Dracula gets a Batmobile, and that's pretty much how it ends.
Yay, we made it through. Well, everybody if you're still in the chat down below, put some W's, we're gonna break the illusion. So Jacob came up with the plan to talk in a
roundabout
way of all the characters. He's like, I'm just gonna talk to them as if they're all the characters from
their classic iterations.
So that's one reason why I've have shut the fuck up, because the first episode Jacob's like going, I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck we're at, because Jacob's like saying like the Black Lagoon. I'm like, I don't know who the Black Lagoon person is. But I'm impressed. You did 3 episodes. I can finally say, and I made a reference. I don't know if it was in the game. I was like, don't cancel Jacob because you made like you called like one of the characters a guy or something. And I'm like, he knows. Don't don't cancel him. So W's in chat. I like that meme.
Okay.
When streamers walk up to other streamers, they go, do W's in the chat. I did that to Joe's stream once.
Don't say his name. He doesn't like when you say his name.
Oh, that's right. I did it to Ill Skills.
Well, now they're gonna know who he is.
Oh no. How would we ever figure out how he goes around calling himself Joe on the stream and he gets pissed when someone calls him Joe? No, but I was on a stream. I was like, let's get them W's in the chat. This is before he popped out, before he started leeching off people.
Rude.
No, I don't know. I still like you, Joe. He's never gonna watch this.
No.
But
no, he's gonna see the thumbnail and be like, nope.
No, it's not happening.
Too scary.
There's gonna be somebody who's watching it and he goes, oh, I know. I let's call some beef, and he's gonna be like, do you know who Sunny V2 is?
No.
Yeah, he's an annoying YouTuber. He's like, the downfall of blah blah blah. I mean, it all started on this day where this guy was like, he said this, and then the other guy clapped back, and now this dude's like in whatever. He's gonna do that. He's gonna be like, see this. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna make a video of this, make some drama, and then Joe's gonna see it and be like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? And then we're gonna get a fight, and then blah blah blah. We're gonna start boxing, and then I'm gonna make an apology video.
Oh, is that how you're gonna get him to fly out here?
Dude, maybe something. I had to fly out to his place.
Oh.
We'll have to do on neutral turf. We'll have to go like in between. Maybe like Ohio or something.
No one wants to go to Ohio.
I know, right? But that'd be a great spot.
Okay.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said before, give it up to Jacob for doing 17 minutes. Isn't it okay? One last thing. Isn't it crazy that the first episode you did it in a record like 45 seconds to 2 minutes, somewhere in between there?
There wasn't anything happening in the first one. There wasn't happening in this one either.
But
we got sidetracked a whole lot.
If you exclude my tangent, that's like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. My tangent. We got up to 17 minutes, so like 14 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're Mattel, you want to sponsor us, send us all the dolls, I'll display them.
I'll review them.
I'll do it. I have no shame.
Okay. Well,
if I can get it for free, I'll take anything for free. Thanks, Mattel.
We'll see you next Halloween for Scarecorn Volume 4, if that's a thing. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's more of a thing than Sharknado or Discovering Shark Week.
I mean, we've got the movies for that.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, before we divulge into our personal lives,
let's devolve into our personal lives.
No, we'll see you later.
All right. Have a good one, guys.